Welcome back, educators. This morning I have a reflection related to collecting data and establishing some action steps to help with getting students where they need to be and using the data as the basis of how I'm going to plan in the future. So here I have some real-time data, and it was based on an assessment that was taken by our students, and it reflected the standard 7RP1, a unit rate complex fractions. Here is an example of a question type that many of the students struggled with. And for many teachers, we come to this point when we give an assignment, we determine what our students know or don't know based upon our teaching. So these results are a reflection of our teaching and instruction. Once we get to this point where we can abstract some data, we have some information, we now need a plan. And in this case, you can clearly see that some things were very, very wrong. There were a bunch of misconceptions that we were dealing with, and we needed to fix this as quickly as possible. So here is our analysis of this information. We knew and understood that our students had access to four function calculators. But with this particular question type, because the answer must be displayed in a fraction, the four function calculator is of not great use, or students can't solely depend upon the calculator to find a solution to this particular type of question. Pen and paper computation had to become a focus for our students to be able to successfully navigate through solving these particular question types. But in any case, especially with mathematics, we need to encourage our students to apply more balance between calculator usage and their own abilities to compute without the sole use of a calculator. Computing with complex fractions up to about seventh grade, based upon the standards and based upon my knowledge, we really don't see a fraction as the numerator and a fraction as the denominator until you get to about the sixth or seventh grade. So the concept is still fairly new to many students. So educators have to find useful ways to help to explain this concept, especially if you live in a state where you adhere to the Common Core or the current state learning standards. If it's associated with Common Core, then everything that I'm saying is applicable to you. Another strategy we tried to implement was to set up a proportion, especially when we're now talking about unit rate, and this is also a unit rate question. If you're having issues with working with the complex fraction, or if you're having trouble with determining which fraction should be in the numerator's place or in the denominator's place, in that next step would to be set up a proportion based upon the given units. And many of our students are successful with that skill when we're talking about whole number situations, but with complex fractions, things become a little more complex because of the fraction. I hope this information could help someone out there. Is being very analytical based upon data and being able to use data to produce favorable results. If you have any questions, please leave comment. We can continue to grow upon this topic and conversation about action steps that can be taken once you receive data based upon your teaching and what students know. Thank you and have a great day.